Okay, so we've got a group. Inside the group we've got the squash handle and we've got our sphere. And the sphere has three different pieces of animation. Translate Y, making it go up and down. Translate Z, which makes it go left to right. And the rotation. So our goal is we need to get the Y and the Z onto the group so that the group drives the ball and the squash handle simultaneously with that kind of animation. We need to keep the rotation exclusively on the sphere because we want the sphere to rotate, but we don't want the group to rotate. If the group rotates, the sphere will, or the orientation of the ball will move the squash deformer from the bottom where we need it to be. All right, so let's go to the sphere first. Let's pick up the translation Z. I'm going to drag a box around all the keyframes. Now I'm inside the graph editor. Say Edit, Cut. I'm going to go to the group. The group doesn't have any animation, so it's at frame 1. It should be all zeroed out. I'm going to take the translation Z, say key selected. So right now it has one keyframe that holds it at that position. With that translation Z selected, I'm now going to say Edit, Paste. And if I say View, Frame Selection, eventually we can get this to come down to show you accurately. So there's our animation. Now the reason I cut it instead of copying it, if I copied and pasted it, what would happen is we'd have the animation on the group and we'd have the same animation on the ball, so we would get twice as many, twice as much animation. It would be very awkward. Okay. So now I want to go back inside my outliner, go back to the sphere. Now I'm going to get to translate Y. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to select all the keyframes. I'm going to cut them. I'm going to go to the group with the group positioned at frame 1. Keyframe translate Y. And I'm going to isolate that translate Y for the group. Click it. So now it's active. Say Edit, Paste. And there's the animation now. So actually the group now has both of those things on there. So theoretically, if I did this right, when I play this, the squash handle moves with the ball. So because the ball, let's review this one more time, the group controls both the squash handle and the ball. Because the ball is, I don't know, let me see if I can do this for you a little closer so you can get the point here a little better. Okay. It's probably easier if I scrub it for you. See how the ball is still spinning? See how the ball is still, watch, see the ball is still rotating, but the squash handle is always at the bottom, which is where we need it, because that way we can make the ball squash.